Whoa, what just happened there? Oh my gosh. Just want to put out a little notice to everybody. You can't shut me up. You can't shut me up, motherfuckers. And I won't. Mm-mm. I won't stop talking. I'm going to keep on talking because I have the words and I can say them. So there we go. That's what I have to say about that. So if you guys want to do the meet the community style, bring it. I got you. I have a list too. Don't worry. You guys want to play this game? I don't bow down. I don't step out of the ring. So for all you motherfuckers who want to think that I'm going to step out of the ring and stop talking and quote running my mouth, it's not going to happen. Just saying. And that's how I see it. So you guys want to play tough ball or tough guy or ball busters or whatever you want to fucking call it? Then yeah, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he failed to mention that I hit a cop. He didn't want to put that in there because that would make me look like too much of a badass. So I have that criminal record as well. Just letting you guys know. Yeah, so got a little, a little information was shared with the community, and that's okay. I'm okay with that because I'm okay with me. And we all have a past. We really do. And, I had a more colorful past than most people did. And that's what makes me who I am today. Um, and I can't change the past. I can't change that. But at least I don't have jealousy problems and resentments. And at least I don't, at least I'm not, malicious and retaliative like the way Andrew and Ace are, because that's who they are. And they've always been that way. And I can't change that. Those are deep seated character issues that they have. And it stems from jealousy. I said it. I don't regret it. Don't forget it. So that's what's going on over there, and that's just something they have to work on. You know what I mean? As far as my past, like I said, it happened. There's that. You know what I mean? And as far as like me talking and going live and people blackmailing me to not go live, I'm live. I'm live right now. I'm live. I'm here. Right. And just because I was, for a few days getting over 100 people in here, people got jealous and said I got too big for my pants. Well, my pants still fit and I don't have jealousy issues. So, sorry, what's your argument? Oh, you don't have one. You don't have an argument and you can't get along with people. And that's your problem. There's a lot of sociopaths in this community. They don't have any kind of empathy toward others and they only want to hurt people. Just go over to Andrews and look at the chat, and those are all the people I'm talking about. They're just that way. Nobody can change them. But today I have a good life and I live a good life. I follow the laws because I have to. I treat people with respect. I love my family. I'm just a well-rounded person. I'm civil to people. I live in a civil society, and I have a community outside of the internet. So I'm pretty happy with who I am today. And that makes me feel happy inside that I'm happy with me. And whether or not that any of you people are happy with me, do you really think I care about that? Seriously, do you think I care? I used to. I did. And the numbers I bring in here, I don't control that either. So you guys want to keep getting jealous about that. Go ahead. Go ahead and do your own show and worry about yourself. Can you do that? Or can you just pull up criminal records like a little fucking pansy ass? That would be you, Andrew. You stupid little fuck. You want me to keep your name in my mouth? You don't want that because I can really run my mouth if I want to. And I'm really good at it, to be honest with you. And it seems like you get really butthurt and bent out of fucking shape because people want to talk about you. You do it all the time with Rebel. You get so butthurt and it just tears you up inside. It just breaks your little fragile ego and you're so hollow inside. You have no like purpose in life. I could keep going on and on about you and your character, but I'm not that mean because I'm not you, right? And I'm not the type to just go around slandering people either or trying to publicly embarrass people, because I'm not about that life. But Andrew, you're a sad little puppy, man. You really are. And I'm going to keep talking. You're not going to shut me up. It's not going to happen. So you can continue to think that in your little pea brain that you have up there, but it's not going to happen. I know you want it to so badly, but my suggestion was that you should have been friendly with me. You should have been civil to me. You didn't think about that, did ya? Huh? Did you think about that? You're still a human being, I give you that. More like a human doing. So I guess it's on. I don't know. I mean, I was in his chat and I was like, this is entertaining. Let's give us some more. Give me some more information about me. It's taking me down memory lane. He's, oh, that's a fake. No, it was me. It was me. You have my main account blocked. So I made another account and I went into your chat because I wanted you to continue because honestly, it did bring me down memory lane. And I'm not ashamed of that. Yeah, I have a mugshot. So what? I have 2 mugshots. You didn't even get the other one when I hit the cop and I got a felony charge and it was dropped down to a misdemeanor. The first one was battery on a law enforcement officer. The second one was they dropped that one, so I'm not a felon. They dropped that one, and it was changed to a misdemeanor as a what do they call it? Disorderly conduct. It was my first charge, so they're like, "All right, well, we'll cut her a break." The second one that he did present to you guys was a domestic violence situation, which was really bad. And what sucks is that I still have a video of part of that because toward the end of that relationship, I did start to record things because it got really bad. And that one was dropped. So I was not charged with that. But of course, he didn't tell you guys that. He just painted me black. In a way that he wanted me to look bad. And that's all he cares about. He also didn't say that I got a ticket for having my system too loud because I had a banging system in my car and I had a banging car also. But of course, that would kind of make me look too good. So he didn't want to say that either. So he's very selective with the fucking bullshit that he says. And I'll be calling him out on a lot of bullshit because I'm not afraid of Andy at all. I think he's a weak little piece of shit. And you guys can hate me if you want on that, but I will tear his little fucking fragile ego down until he has none left. And then he can start acting civil toward people and stop being a little shit brain. All right. So that's the goal, guys. If you want to help me, let's tear his ego down and build him back up into being a real human being and really considerate toward others. Can we do that? Is that possible? Told you, Andy, I have a lot of fucking words, bro. Bro. And they're in my heart and they're in my mouth ready to come out on yo ass, bitch. What's up, you? What's up, Polly? Midnight Rider, Clymer Jones. Hey, Mike Taylor, what up? Sweet. We're 1.0. Tonic Dahmer. That name gets me. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, sweet. Yeah, Golden Eyes probably did dox me. I don't doubt that. Swag blows guys for beef jerky. Maybe she blows their beef jerky. That meth head loser with a coke girl ain't got nothing on nobody. And King Kong ain't got nothing on me. How about that? So I'm speaking out now, and I really am because he's gone overboard. He has. And the reason he did that, guys, because not because I did anything to him, because I didn't. Anything that was done to him was done months ago. And it wasn't done to him. It was things that I've said about him that was done months ago. His main agenda, his motive for doing that previous video to this one was that, one, he was jealous of my channel. Two, he was simping for Tonic. And three, because he wants to impress all of the Shelly haters. And I just want to say, I want to give a shout out to all the Shelly haters. You guys, at least you're putting your energy into something. And, you don't know me deep down. So you really can't hate me. You only hate me because of the things you say from the people you trust, which you shouldn't. You should try to have your own brains. Just saying. Paul could come up here and say, oh, Shelly, yeah, you did do that's fine. Let him. Marshall report, don't let them shut you up. Rebel, didn't you blackmail me and say that you were going to show something that you have of mine if I went live again? Didn't you just say that today? Why would you say something like that? Huh? Hey, German lady, why would you say that? I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't get it at all. I don't get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get. All right. Somebody got tired of waiting in the back room, but I refuse to bring somebody up when I'm in a insane moment. So yeah, I don't want anybody to co-sign for my insane moments, and they do happen every once in a while. So if you guys could just kind of wait it out, it'll pass. Hey, hippie, what's up? Blue Eyes Destroyed. I saw a little bit of that. I had tuned in because I was watching Rebels. Yeah, I still watch your show. I feel like going off on everybody. Everybody who does me wrong, I feel like going off on them because I don't go after people. The whole thing is they get jealous because I do my own shit. And then people come and watch and they just can't, they don't understand it. And they can't side with me because, there's Ace. And she would never let, Andrew even talk to me. And then, like he used to talk to me, and then she got freaking crazy about it. And that's kind of where all this started. Just saying, it's all actually her fault. She is a good reader. She did read that entire police report. So that I give her that. She can read well, but does she have her own words? Does she have her own brain? Is she going to go live? Is she going to have Golden Eyes up there? Is she going to have Stella? Is she going to have all the haters? I'd love to see that because that shit is entertaining when they do that. It's been a long time since you guys did that. So if you could just get that together for my entertainment, I would appreciate that. Puppets. Little puppets. Oh, goodness. Yeah, that's how Ace talks. Oh, God. Oh, goodness. Oh, clappity clap, clap, clappity clap. Don't talk that. All right, I'm giving myself a headache. What's up, Huckleberry? What's up, authority check? Authority prick. You're not ever coming up, authority check. What don't you get? Seriously, you have nothing to add to me in my life nor on my show. My gosh. You have your own show. You don't see me going to your show to go on your show. She's ranting. Which message? Yeah, Anarchy. Oh, Anarchy. Did you say Anarchy Television was here? Yeah, there he is. Hey. Bedtime Clown. Shelly, the only thing that matters is what you had or are having for dinner. Tell us about it slowly, please. I have black beans and okra. What'd you have? Who cares what I had for dinner? Nobody cares about anything. You guys fucking hate me. You play my criminal record. Rebel's starting to put pictures out. Oh no, I went live. Oh my God, I was in 10th man's chat. Oh no. Rebel, I got something to say to you. buddy boy. I got something to say to you, buddy boy. I'm a grown adult, right? We all know that. And I can go where I want, do what I want, how I want. And you nor anybody else in this motherfucking virtual world is going to tell me otherwise. Is that clear? I hope it is. Because not one more time is somebody going to try to control me and what I do and say. Again, that's not going to happen. There's too many control freaks in this community. You guys don't see me trying to control you. You've never seen me dox people. Andrew has doxed me several times. Tonic has doxed me. It just doesn't happen. I don't do that. I don't sink as low as they do. But for some reason, that's honestly a bully. You know, somebody who doesn't fight back and is just taking it like, and not getting even and not doing malicious things is the victim of bullying. I'm a victim of bullying. And it continues. And it continued right over there at Ace B's house with her little faggoty boyfriend, Andy. You know, he had to do that stream tonight. He had to do it. He couldn't help himself. He's that malicious where he had to do it. And nobody stopped him. Nobody even tried to stop him. Everybody else thought that was okay. All those people in the chat thought that was okay that he did that. You guys are cheering him on. Corrosive commentary doesn't like Yoda Doug. Therefore, he thought it was okay to cheer Andy along when Andy was doxing him yesterday and going over his record. Corrosive is in there cheering him along. Just because you guys hate somebody is so the question is it okay to cheer somebody along when they're doing something nefarious? Is that okay? Apparently, it seems like it is. And when it comes to domestic violence, I would never laugh at something like that. Ever. And when it comes to a rape, I would never lie about something like that. I'm not jealous of your leathery skin. Everybody has a past, people. Why are you... Oh, God. All right, well, the link is dropped, so... Andy, if you want to come up and explain yourself and apologize, that'd be great. I would never tell you to shut your mouth, ever. I would never tell you to shut the fuck up, bitch. You know, I wouldn't do that because you have your right to speak when and how you want, but I'm pretty sure that you went against TOS. Pretty sure. And those rules are placed there for a purpose, and that's to keep things running smoothly on YouTube and also to protect people so that they, Corrosive, you're not allowed to come up ever. Okay. Yeah, that happened. So, I mean, if there were enough people up here who hated him and they wanted to, you know, scream him off the panel, then, you know, I mean, I wouldn't let that happen, but he let it happen twice to me. And he's not the good dude I thought he was, to be honest with you. He's turned out to be a piece of shite. What's up?
No much. What's up? I'm sorry.
How are you?
Not bad. I'm sorry.
You didn't do anything.
Oh, I just thought it would be a good way to start out, just in case.
Oh.
Well, just if I might have
No.
something that I did or something, you know. So I thought it was a good way to at least make sure I got on. So what's going on? So I got over there late. I didn't get a chance to see. So what was that all about over there?
Oh, I don't know, just nefariousness, malicious intent, basically the same shit that's been going on for 3 years and people cheering it on, and I cheer on good behavior, like, I cheer on people, laughing, having fun, and rapping or whatever else may be going on. I did not appreciate what Rebel did yesterday with his doxing and stuff. I left the chat and he was yelling and screaming and acting out, and I did not like that. I just didn't like it. I went over to 10th Man's chat and he all of a sudden thought Shelly turned on us, and he literally got Yoda to believe that. Within 2 sentences, he got Yoda to believe that I had turned on them. So you know what, Brian? I really, don't have a group here. I'm glad that happened today with Rebel, shutting me out. I'm glad it happened because I stand on my own, and I'm not going to go to Corrosive for help. I'm not going to go to anybody for help because the part that I needed help with in the past was the psychological damage it was doing. But I don't have that anymore. I don't feel the need to get comforted by people.
Yeah, Rebel was over on my live earlier,
Was
and
he?
when he was talking, I thought, wow, man, maybe this is a new Rebel. I had known what he'd done earlier, but I thought, wow, maybe this is a new Rebel. He's actually sounded fairly calm and not psycho like I've heard him sound before. So, but then again, you never know with people because depending where people are, depending on the front that they put up. So it may have just been a front from him to get on a panel. Who knows? Fucking people, that's a problem that I've always said to you. People will be the person that they need to be to get the support they need from a certain section of this fucking community. And then when they're done with you, they could give a shit less about you.
They want me to shut up. They want me to stop talking and get off the. They want that so badly. They can't. I mean, they just taste it in their mouth the moment that I stop talking. They think everything's going to be better, and they're going to climb up the ladder and take all of my viewers and all that. I mean, they live to try to get people off the internet. They live for that. I don't get the power they think they're getting by doing that. I don't. Maybe it's just
the smartest thing that I ever did was fucking taking and getting rid of the AdSense and getting rid of the freaking monetization, because you tend to freaking feel free when you don't have it. You can say what you want, you can do what you want. You're not worrying about, oh my God, if I say the wrong thing, this show might get demonetized. And I won't get paid. I was never into that anyway. And that's what people are worried about. They're worried about, oh my God, I need to get these people, because if I don't get these people, I won't get the views. And I don't, it's so nice not to worry about that shit.
Because, we just, sometimes we come across really people who just are out to hurt other people. And I addressed this because I'm pretty sure a lot of my supporters, Sasquatch, I'm going to go ahead and block you. I unblocked you, but that didn't help. So I'll just do it again. I'm sure a lot of my viewers watched his show, so I kind of needed to let them know where I stood with how I felt about it. And that's why I'm here. But, I basically gave him attention, and that's what he wants. It fuels the shit out of him when he gets any kind of attention, good or bad. He's an attention whore. And that's Andrew Brame, whatever the fuck his name is. He said mine a million times.
Andrew will tell you he thrives on the attention. I mean,
people starved him. He would be sitting in the corner sucking his thumb.
It's not just attention. A lot of people thrive on the attention. That's what YouTube is about. It's about people who don't have a hell of a lot to do, who basically sit around and talk on the internet, because either a lot of people aren't working full-time jobs, so they got a lot of free time on their hands, or they're not with their family, so they have a lot of free time on their hands. And so that's kind of where they're getting part of that attention that they need, so that's not an uncommon thing. And my God, imagine, Paulie Remember how Polly used to be? You know, Polly was a YouTube whore. I mean, there was barely an hour that Polly wasn't on. I remember
Mhm.
Polly was on there 7, 8, 9, 10 hours a day,
Mhm.
constant. And now he's back to work. He's got that, he's got people he's talking to at work now, people he's interacting at work. This is what YouTube does. It fills in the gap that
Mhm.
we lost during COVID.
Right. You're right. And a lot of us got addicted to the drama. So if I'm on their minds and they want to go do all this research and spend time, it's like I can't stop that. I mean,
I always figured if they were after me, if they were on me, then there was other people out there that they weren't after and they weren't on. I
that's
knew
true. That's
I knew
true,
I could
Brian.
I could handle it. I could deal with it. Yeah, it got me stressed and got me sicker than I was,
Oh,
but
it's so true.
I dealt with that. But as long as they're on you, they're not on.
They're not on other people, like Ruru. Except he's gonna do a video tomorrow, and I would highly suggest that he just not do that because
What about
Ruru.
Rue?
Yeah, he's gonna do another one on Ruru, but she's just
Andrew, come on, dude. Rue's my friend. Don't do
yeah,
that about Rue.
just leave her alone, dude.
Andrew, seriously,
But get
bro.
a hobby, do
You and
something.
I have been getting together. You and I have been fucking getting along, dude. Back off. Rue's new to this. Rue don't need that
Mhm.
shit. Give her a pass. You know what I'm saying, Andrew?
Yeah,
Just
Ruru he has one
give her a
scheduled
pass.
for you. So
She's new to this.
yeah.
Let her learn. Really? He said he's going after Rue. God, I can't imagine that.
Unless he deleted it. Let me double check. I hate just going. Oh, I just get a weird feeling in my stomach just going to his channel.
I
Ugh.
just can't imagine. I mean,
Oh shit, the video's down.
the one he just did?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I don't know.
This video is unavailable. Tap to try again.
Well, I jumped in on the end of it. He was basically about the last 5 minutes of it.
Maybe it was because I struck it.
Maybe it was because I jumped in and said hi. You never know what I'm going to do to your channel. God damn it. But
I'm gonna start ignoring people and do my own thing. Yeah, he'll probably do another one on me. That's fine. I got the thrills off this one, and I'm pretty much done with seeing anything else he has or
you know,
anything that Rebel has. I'm just I don't care anymore. Because
look
the way
how many
they change,
channels
I don't care.
were after me. Look how many channels were friggin' just constant friggin' burn, trying to take down my channel. I mean,
Mhm.
everybody was, and I just
Yeah.
said, you know what? You
Well,
guys do your thing. Boom, they all went after somebody else. They all went out because as soon as I was gone, see, I was the boogeyman. They all made me out to make look like the big boogeyman. So
yeah.
everybody came after the boogeyman. Well, when the boogeyman was gone, there was no one to jump on anymore.
Hmm.
So then all of a sudden they started to look for a new boogeyman. And they all went at each other after that. It's all for all in one, they just attack. And I just been sitting back over the past 6 months laughing my nuts off.
So when everybody saw that video of Andrew, just think of it this way. I was basically taking the hot seat, and I was taking the heat off a lot of everybody else in the
Who
community.
gives a
So
fuck?
no, it's an altruistic thing to do. It
Oh
is.
yeah.
So if
But
if I'm saving somebody else's ass, then sure, keep going at me. You guys have been doing it for 3 years. It gets old, but at least it's me and not Polly anymore, or who else is in chat, or Sweet. At least it's not people who they've gone after a whole lot in the past.
if we don't give them, someone to go after, they
Mhm.
go after each other. Look at how 10th Man is fighting with
Mhm.
all of his ex friends and so forth, and Bird and so forth. He's fighting with all his ex.
Mhm.
That's what happens when you take the boogeyman away.
Mhm.
Is when you take the boogeyman away, because a lot of these channels, they build their content off from drama, off from hate and discontent.
Yeah.
of
It's true.
downing this person, downing that person. It's the crab mentality. How do you get yourself up there? You pull everybody below you. And that's what they do. They try to pull everybody beneath themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And when
Paulie
you
says that he tried to take you down. Is that true?
Polly tried hard to take me down.
I know.
Polly tried to take
Because
me
you
down.
were a pain in his ass? No.
Everybody,
Stop.
I was a big pain in his ass. Everybody with big channels went after me, and I survived it. I still got the main channel that I started with, and the reason is you just don't give them shit. Good morning, Gene Miller. How you doing?
Yeah. No, I'm
Don't
not
give
giving
them.
shit. I'm not pulling up records. I'm not doxing people. I'm not going to do the things that they're doing, but I am telling them this, and this is what they hate the most. I'm going to keep talking.
Oh, you keep talking. It's just I just figured, what? If I attack them, it gives them a whole day or two worth of content.
Oh, yeah.
So instead of attacking them, I
Yeah.
hurt them worse by not talking about them, by
Yeah.
not doing panels about them. Because the minute you do, you've opened up a channel for them to be able to make several days worth of income just off going back after you and attacking you, and that's what they're looking for. That's why they attack the people they attack. They think they're smart, but they're really just idiots that just have this one thing that they know how to do, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to get back to real life. Okay.
Polly says I was the boogie picker,
He
the
did.
booger picker.
Mm-hmm.
But
Amanda
no,
says the best live was a no drama, just laughing at funny videos. One the other night, but you want views. Learn its quality versus quantity. I don't though. That's the thing is I don't know how many do I have. 7.5. I don't. I'm actually happy that a lot of people are at my show, but even if a lot of people weren't at my show, I'm still okay with that. I don't know why people put so much emphasis on it.
Not to push my own show, but if you see an NNE live, we're not pushing for views because we're not monetized. So it's just come over and bullshit, chat, have fun, whatever. That's why I took the monetization away, just because it just got to the point of where you were looking to make sure if people start talking too much shit and so forth, you're gonna have to get that person out of your chat. If not, you're gonna lose your monetization for this one thing, and it just gets bullshit.
It gets exhausting too. That's why I thought it was just kind of entertaining. I'm like, oh damn, I remember that happening. I remember that one. I remember that one. Because I don't pull up people usually don't pull up their own records and look over them. Right. But seeing it through other people's eyes, it was different. Definitely different.
I know what your record
so
is.
I don't mind. I mean, I don't mind.
Record.
I just don't
You're
get why he has to do it.
I'm sorry, but you're fucking looking at your record. You're fucking boring. I mean, there's
Really?
nothing in your record worth talking about.
That wasn't the whole record, though. There's a lot more. He didn't pull the whole.
No, what I'm saying, what he put out there is boring. I mean, big deal. What I've seen, I didn't see what he put out, but what I seen put out in the past, and it's.
I mean, I lived a fast-paced life, so what do you expect? I didn't like laws, I didn't like rules, and I didn't follow them. So
you and I have talked about your past and so forth.
Obviously, I mean that's
I
why
don't want to say you're boring, but
I just don't. I didn't think that I had to follow the laws, and I just kind of just went through life as a soft Sid. I don't know what the fuck.
Well, see, that was my problem. Is I just felt like I had the ability to skirt the laws, and that's what I tried to do a lot, was skirt the law. And I don't have a hell of I'm probably as boring as you are, but I've got to have. I mean, Jesus Christ, speeding tickets and shit like that they all try to show on each other. I mean, I drove truck for 33 years. How many fucking speeding tickets you think I'm going to have? Of course I have speeding tickets. I've got other tickets too from driving You know, I probably drove. I'll tell you one. I'll tell you one. Ain't nobody even found, and I'd be surprised if they find
Wow.
it. I jumped out of the truck one day and beat the fuck out of something.
Why am I laughing?
I mean, I won't tell you where I was in
Ryan.
I jumped out of the cab of the truck. I was
Mhm.
pulling a house behind me. All right. A
Mhm.
mobile home behind me. This guy kept cutting me off. Every friggin' time he cut me off and he pissed me off. I finally jumped out of the cab of my truck on his fucking roof and started playing monkey on his fucking roof. Got back in my truck.
Back in the
That's
days.
probably about the worst that I ever got arrested for. But it was fun. I mean, when I jumped on his fucking roof and then jumped down onto his hood and jumped up and down on his hood,
What did he do to you, man?
just cutting me off, pissed me off, you know. And he just fucking, you know, I got a temper. But yeah, the temper that you see here in YouTube is one thing, but if you're right in front of me and you fucking piss me off, but I got a lead pipe in my hand, I'll fucking hit you with it. That's the way. I don't know. That's the way I was brought up, I guess.
Yeah, well, let me just say something to Corrosive in the chat. Corrosive, you didn't hear him convincing Yoda that I turned my back on them because I was in tense chat, and they just proceeded to call me a piece of shit and worse than that. So
Oh my God.
I didn't say much about Rebel today other than he did blackmail me and say, if you go live, then I'm going to show this picture. I wish somebody would, man. I would become famous.
I would not worry about what the fuck Corrosive's saying. He's the biggest.
And even if they do show a picture, I mean, people send pretty pictures. No one would send an ugly picture in case it got leaked out. I mean, obviously.
You want to see me naked? I'll show my right.
Well,
if you want to see me naked, put a 1 in the chat.
Brian, we don't do this kind of polls here. This.
Yeah, I'll porn bomb. If you put enough 1s in the chat, I'll porn bomb Shelly.
Okay, I'll allow that. I'll allow that.
Okay, put enough 1s in the chat.
Yep. Let's see. Let's
see
get
the 1s and I'll
there.
porn bomb.
0.
Said
0.
Fucking A, guys. Come on.
They put enough for everybody.
I got a real good porn bomb. Oh my God! Nobody wants.
Shelly, stop the drop. Stick to topics. And is that the Stella who was dancing for the elderly man, or is that a different one?
Well, you can't just start that. You're gonna tell me dancing.
Oh, you didn't see it? Man? She does like video performances for people, and she was just kind of like taking off her clothes, and there was this guy just drooling over her watching on the other end, and that's pretty much it. Rebel plays it all the time, like continuously.
Yeah, you know, I used to be a strippergram.
Oh geez. Hey Robert Redman.
Yeah, I never got sent out, never got any jobs. I used to mess around and they will evict you out of the nursing home. I don't mess around. I'm not in a nursing home, damn it. No, she's talking about that guy, I think.
Yeah, there's one thing on my record I really have to look into because it said there was an eviction, but actually the place got condemned and I left. So I don't know why he would put that as a conviction.
Well, you have to understand when there's a condemnation, the city is the one who's doing the eviction. So that could be what that's about.
Okay.
If it's condemned, check with them.
It didn't follow codes. When I was there, it didn't follow all the codes, so they said that I had to move. So
see, that's the only way they can make you move is to evict you. So that would probably be the city eviction. Okay. Check into that. That's probably what it is. I used to work for the town, so I know how that shit goes.
So that's the thing is like you believe half of what you see, none of what you hear. And they saw that there was a conviction. It wasn't a conviction. So that's what it means to believe half of what you see, because the truth can lie with the source. If you just go to the source, you know, most of the time, you go to people, they'll tell you the truth.
That and towns tend to use one law for several different things. Otherwise, they'd have to have all these different ordinances, or just make them more confusing than they are. So that's why when they condemn a building, usually they just use the eviction clause, which gets people out, because they can't just come to you and say you have to leave.
I didn't want to leave. I mean, I didn't see anything wrong with it, but I guess I don't know what it was. They didn't tell me the whole purpose of it. It was just, I don't know. I had to leave another place where I lived because the guy sold it. It was a condo. It was really nice. It was on a lake, and they had to he sold it because the property was going up all around me, and he's like, unless you pay this much per month, and I'm like, I can't really do that. And
yeah,
even if I did pay more, he still wanted to sell it because he was going to bank. He probably did bank on it.
Yeah, I just sold a couple pieces of property this past year and this year, just because of the properties going up so high. And these were just kind of raw land properties that I had in the northern part of the state, and I figured they wouldn't be valued of anything. And Jesus, even way up in the northern part of the state of Maine, the valuations have doubled now. So I had to get rid of them. I was starting to pay enough tax so that it was starting to be noticeable. I didn't mind paying it when it was barely taxed. There was, I think I was paying less than $100 a year, and it went up to $300, from less than $100 to $300. I was like, holy shit! Time to get rid of this thing.
Paige is in the chat. You know Paige, right?
Yeah, I don't know Paige that well. I know STL because he comes on the Paige has been on a couple times, but with me, but I don't know.
I've seen her though. She's very outspoken too, and she won't shut up. They will try to, and she won't. People even quote friends on here. They're like, Shelly, just better lay low. Just not. No, you tell me what to do, and I'm gonna do the total opposite. Just because.
Well, the laying low doesn't always work.
The lower you lay, the more they go at you.
Right. Then it looks like you're weak, and that's the thing I always used to stress to everybody. Because I'm not attacking. Don't take my kindness to weakness. Don't take that I'm weakened, because I'm just as friggin' packed with ammunition as I ever was, and bring it on. But it's to the point where it wasn't worth the shit, And with me, it was stress. It just got to the point of where it was really bothering my health, affecting my health. All this stressful shit back and forth.
I don't have energy to go after or address every single person that brings me up. I don't have the energy to do that. So if you guys want to see all the people who go after me, just type in anarchic chick and give them a view, because apparently they wanted to put time into making videos. But I did want to go, I did want to go on here and talk about Andrew, because I hadn't even been talking about him or talking to him, and he had to come out of the woodwork to simp for Tonic and whomever else was in that crossfire.
But like I said, I caught only about the last 10 minutes of it. But it sounded to me like he was doing what he was doing because he felt that you were starting to talk about him, and he was doing this just to let you know, look, if you start talking about me, I'm going to go on with it. And that's the way Andrew does things and so forth.
Well, they don't realize that you don't come at me like that to get me to stop talking about you. You come at me nicely, and you make amends to me, and then I will honestly not have her want to say anything about you. I won't.
That's what I was going to say. Was Andrew,
I don't deal well with intimidations. I don't cater to, I don't adhere to intimidations. I know what they look like, and I know what they are, and I do not adhere to them.
Andrew reminds me of one of the guys that whenever you go into his bar and break a chair to teach him a lesson, he's going to go into your bar and break every fucking chair you've got to teach you a lesson back. Andrew just pushes the envelope to where he thinks the envelope needs to go, and he tends to push it further than what some of us think that he needed to push it.
Glenn, just don't ever talk out against him because he may be your guy, but he's also, in my opinion, and not Brian's, he is a dangerous guy. He can be a dangerous person. That's what I see from him. Brian probably doesn't agree with that, but I do. So, Glenn, you just go ahead and speak right out about him and see what happens, buddy.
Oh no, Andrew can be a dangerous person. Don't get me wrong. If you go into a full-fledged fight with Andrew, Andrew is in one way like I am, and he will go for the juggler. Eventually that's what he's going to do, is go for the juggler. So anybody on here right now thinks that I'm on here saying, "Oh, Andrew's a nice guy, nice guy, nice guy." No, Andrew and I get along. Andrew and I, but if you push him, he's like everybody else. He's gonna, and sometimes Andrew goes a little further than what I think that he needs to. Am I here to tell Anna Chick anything? No. Anna Chick's going to do what Anna Chick needs to do. Andrew's going to do what Andrew thinks he needs to do. I just hope they find a mid ground somewhere, because I just hate to have the two of you, fucking burning each other up when you don't need to. The
I
two of
didn't
you
say
should be able to
anything to
find.
him. He started this whole meet the people and all that. And why?
Well, that's
To make
what I'm
him
saying.
look like a tough guy? But he's not, though.
That's what I'm saying. The two of you can. Well, the thing of it is,
It's easier to be mean. It's harder to be nice. He does it the easy way. He takes
see
short.
that's what I'm saying. Andrew tends to, like I said, you go into his bar and break a chair, he's going to go in your bar and break every chair. That's the best way to kind of, I guess, for me to explain the way Andrew is.
Hey guys, don't dox people's names, even though I completely dislike her like 100%. Probably only because she hates me. It's probably the only reason, and because she's shitty to me. So just don't dox people's names, no matter how much you want to. It's not like I don't take pleasure in it like other people might. So just don't do it. It doesn't make me feel like, yes, you got her. Cosign. That's so overused.
Oh, cosine, yeah.
Steph failed her urinalysis. Oh, geez. I didn't know that was a pass or fail. I could be. He said, eh. And also, Shiva's here. Lottie fucking da.
Shiva.
Mm-hmm. A light and bright and shiny joy in life.
The light in the darkness.
Yes.
The four.
Did you know that light is more powerful than dark? And I'll tell you why.
It'll travel so far.
Well, it's because you have to put power into it for it to become dark. You have to turn on a light to cover the darkness.
See,
I don't
that's
know.
why, like, you're smarter than I am, because I have no idea about what you're talking about. I'm a dummy, okay?
It's not that difficult. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
No,
I know.
I'm not co-signing anything that you guys think I am. Okay.
Who are you co-signing for?
They think that everybody's co-signing for rape, anything that is bad, and they want to put it on somebody. They're like, "Oh, you're co-signing."
Oh yeah. Somebody was putting that into. I can't remember, somebody that Tonic, something about, because they were back in Tonic.
Mm-hmm.
They said he was whoever it was
Co-signing rape. Yeah.
rape, and yeah. I mean, grow up, people. Huck. Now I haven't talked to Huck. I've only heard rumors about what Huck has said, but I mean, I thought Huck had already.
You're talking about hot tow truck girl?
No, Huckleberry.
Huckleberry. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I thought she had already been in contact with PD about it and so forth and so forth. Let them fucking deal with it. I mean, why are we dealing with that shit here on YouTube?
We pretty much all individually have enough going on in our lives, and I think it does take away from dealing with our own shit is to look at other people's drama. I mean, I understand helping people, but when you're like reveling in the like negativity of it, that's, I don't know, that's when it gets unhealthy, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And too many people, once you start getting involved in stuff like that, it doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, okay, where are you? Change the avatar.
Just teach.
Yes.
I'm not a teacher anymore. Not ever going back to that. I always said if I had kids, I would definitely home teach them. But as far as with the system, no. Maybe I would go to a private school, but with the general system, the school system, I'm definitely like, I'm never gonna. I didn't want it. I don't want it. So don't call me
Well,
that.
the school system here is passing a policy or whatever the hell you want to call it. Hey,
Mhm.
what's up? That they're going to start having co-ed showers, co-ed bathrooms, co-ed locker rooms for people who identify as the
Mhm.
opposite of what they
Mhm.
are. They're not, and they don't care whether someone's had surgery or what. It's if someone says I identify as a female, then they will use the female locker room, showers, and everything. So that's a big fight here, I'll tell you, in this area, this community. Not my community. I'm talking about where I live.
I don't think it matters. Just accept people, you know. But as far as like the locker rooms and stuff, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. Honestly, I really don't have an opinion about that. I
Well,
really don't.
I
I think
I
the
can
girls
tell you
should
that
stay
if
with the girls and the boys should stay with the boys. And
make
if
you
they
one thing,
identify, then they
third.
should go with their gender. I don't know. I
Well,
don't
make a third bathroom. What's
know.
what's the big deal? I mean, we make a third bathroom. Whether or not you go to the females or you go to the males, you're going to be picked on by someone. There's going to be someone in that bathroom that doesn't want you there. I don't
Mm-hmm.
care which one you're in. One of them is not going to
Right.
want you there. So why would you put that person in that situation?
Yeah.
Make them.
Let's.
I mean, how many people are you going to have? How big of a
I'm
bathroom and locker and showers are you going to have to create?
not sure.
I mean, it's
Let's look at this. If we can change it for a minute, do you still have the list? Has it been um added to or subtracted from?
oh no, I lost that when I moved.
Oh no. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. They saw you up here and they immediately thought we'd like to take a look at that and see if it's changed or anything like that.
no, I
But
lost that freaking
all
thing
right,
when I
we have to
moved.
move on from that then.
And with all of the medications that I take and so
Mm.
forth, I can't even remember what was on that list,
Oh,
where we got it.
Shiva has it. Shiva, you'd have to dig for it though, because it's
Yeah,
on
but
there.
no, but I mean, I wouldn't remember where I got it, when it. I don't. I mean, I don't know if somebody's added to it or something. That's so old news. Why don't you come up with something new?
Yeah. And this cosine corrosive cruelty, um, okay. I don't, I'm not judging anybody who's in my chat, and you just, I mean, I'm not going to go off of what you say. But like I said, I'm only going to believe half of, what I hear and none of what I see. And what I'm seeing is that somebody's a CPS caller, and I don't know that for sure. So, I mean, what business is it of mine if she's in my chat or not? Like, really? If there were,
LG, I don't have diabetes. I'm all set with that. Don't have to
Mm.
worry about that.
I mean, you see these like news stations, you see a lot of people go live and they have thousands of people in their chat and nobody's going, hey, this person did the CPS call and they're in your chat. And because the people on the stage aren't even really looking at the chat, but they take
Well,
advantage of it and then they want to start, and this is how they start trouble.
to me, the biggest or the worst thing you can do is the CPS call or the fire call or
Mm-hmm.
the cop
Wellness
call.
check.
A lot of these towns and cities are
Mm-hmm.
limited on their resources. And when you start sending them to places where they're not needed, there may be something comes up where they are needed. especially in like some of these small towns in Maine and New Hampshire and Vermont. You know, they only have one team, one crew who specializes in stuff. And if you go ahead and send them out, there could be something goes down somewhere else where they didn't get someone. So I hate seeing people doing that. I can tell you right now, I have never in my lifetime called CPS on anyone. I haven't had to. I've never called, I've never, what do they call it? Swatted. I've never swatted anyone.
Somebody called a wellness check on me.
A wellness, I never wellness. No, I gotta go back on that. I did call a wellness check on an elderly lady who lived on a back road, and I was plowing the driveway next to her, and her light was out. She hadn't done her walkway, and it was a morning snowstorm, and it looked like nobody had been in and out of that walkway. And I called the wellness check, and she was dead. So I got to change. Yes, I have called the wellness check on someone.
I have too. I called it on my friend, and he was found dead. Nobody would have known. I mean, well, they check his driver's license, but his family they didn't know where he was, and he happened to tell me where he was, and then I just waited a few days. He didn't answer my calls, and I called, and he was found dead. Like that happened in 2018, and it was so sad. It was like he was my really, really, really like almost best friend. Like, well, practically was my best friend.
Well, I spent 18 and a half years in the fire department, so I used to go on wellness checks. I used to go on different, stuff where the list.
Hello.
All right, let's take a look at this.
I am the list.
Okay, the list is here, guys. So we're going to go through the list. This was actually put out a year and a half ago, probably. It was the long lost list, which is an alliteration for the list. So let me see who's in the backstage, because apparently
camera is spelled wrong.
Hello?
Well, Kamara is a piece of dense wood. Presumably, you did mean a type of dense wood called Kamara.
Well, it was actually copied from someplace, so I didn't print any of it.
Brian, you dummy! All right, sorry.
It was a copy and paste.
I meant to. Okay, hide the real name. Okay, how to tell if someone could be a predator? Hide the real name. 2, never on camera. Okay,
no,
this is
Kamara. Kamara with a capital C.
Right.
Hang on, is that a person?
Wait, hold on.
Is Kamara a person, Brian?
Is it?
I would assume that was supposed to be camera, but this is just a copy and paste, so I don't know. I'm just going by what it is, so I don't know.
How credible is? Let's get through it before we decide how credible it is. So, basically, how to tell if someone could be a predator? Number one, it should be they hide their real name. Their face on camera.
Yeah.
They lie about the location.
I'm on the moon. I'm on the moon.
They avoid background checks. Avoids background check? Why would they
like,
even do
is that for employment purposes?
I have no idea. You'd have.
Well, I mean, it's your list, Brian. It's
copy and paste. So you'd have to find out from the person. And I
mean, you stood by this list most vehemently back in the day.
As I read this list, I mean, people who don't want to be on camera, lie about locations, avoid background checks. I mean, if you go by individual and you take that all together, and I mean,
let me go back to number 4.
Okay. Let's carry on. Let's carry on.
Lies about location. I mean, people shouldn't be giving their information on here. Avoids background checks. People shouldn't do background checks and place them on here. No personal information, meaning there is no personal information to be found.
Shelly,
on
can I have your bank account details, please? Shelly.
Yeah, right.
Can I have your name, address, date of birth, and bank account details? Oh, and your social security.
I want your social security. Yes, I want social security.
So that would mean that somebody who doesn't give those things could be a predator.
No, I think what they were trying to say was that
what you were trying to say.
The total amount. I don't know. This is a list that you're providing. What are you?
Yeah, no. This is a list that came from you, bro.
No, you're providing this now. I thought this was something you're providing.
No, this is your list, bro.
I don't remember this being the list.
You don't remember this being the list? Oh well, I mean, it gets better.
Okay.
Like surely, Brian, the idiocy of point number 6 will
learn what to avoid.
Surely that should.
What did you mean by that, Brian?
I don't know. What did that mean? Church of 4.
I don't know, Brian. This is your list.
No, you're providing it now.
I'm providing it now because I saved it from back then. This is the list that you and Joshua Abrams used to try and imply that El Sancho was a paedophile. Do you remember? Do you remember, Brian?
Have you been drinking again?
How's your memory, Brian?
My memory is terrible. Have you been drinking?
I can tell if you can't remember this list, then yes, it must be very bad, Brian.
Is there a reason why you're not answering whether or not you've been drinking?
Oh, because it's irrelevant.
Okay, we'll take that as a yes.
Will you?
Well, if you're not willing to answer, I'm going to take it as a yes.
I did answer. The question's relevant. I stopped drinking months ago, Brian. Come on. Like a year ago or something.
Yeah, he probably stopped right around the time that he was drunk on your panel. And then he was drunk on his panel, and I.
Oh no, he was drunk.
No, it was about a year after that. Because this was about 2 years ago. Oh, so you remember that, Brian?
I can remember you being drunk on a lot of panels. Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't remember the list.
I can remember you being so shit-faced.
Do you remember refusing to answer questions about the list for months and months and months? Or have you forgotten that as well?
Did I refuse to answer questions?
Yeah.
I refused to answer that question.
About the provenance of the list, Brian. Yeah. Several times repeatedly for months and months.
I don't answer questions. I'm sorry.
Is that because your memory is so bad?
Yes.
Is it? I didn't know that.
And I'm an auditor, and we don't answer questions. I'm sorry.
How do you know if your memory is so bad?
Yeah.
When was the last audit that you did?
When was the last audit that I did? Actually, recently. I just haven't put them out yet.
It was at the water plant, I think. Wasn't that?
Yeah, when I was auditing the truck drivers, they didn't.
It's a shame we didn't get to point number 10. We didn't get to point number 10 because I really wanted to ask Brian about
because you had no good points.
He uses playful little costumes to attract children and helpless single mothers into his lair. What do you mean by that?
How is this so specific?
Where is this copy pasted from?
I had no idea. Somewhere.
You said it was where?
I said you must have copied and pasted it from somewhere.
Or did you make it up?
Are you now denying all knowledge of the list, Brian?
Oh my God, that was so. I can't remember what I fucking did last week, and you want me to remember something that I may or may not have done 2 years ago or a year ago?
No, you definitely did, and yes, I want you to remember.
I can't remember what I had for lunch yesterday. Have you figured out yet that I'm fucking with you? And there's no matter what I do, I'm going to fuck with you because I just enjoy fucking with you. Have you figured that out yet? Because I've always enjoyed fucking with you when you're drunk. And I can tell you're drunk and I'm just having fun.
You can tell I'm drunk, can you?
Yeah, I can tell by your voice that you're drunk. I've talked to you so many times when you're shit-faced. I know when you're shit-faced.
Right. Okay.
Have you always been a
Hello? Is somebody there?
Yo.
Hello?
Yeah.
Who?
Good.
What? Not much. Every day.
The fuck was that?
You at the racetrack? I can't fucking hear the words you're saying, son.
Yep.
Yeah. You gotta fix it, man. I just don't know what you're saying, bro.
Sounds like a no good connection.
Yeah, it sounds really not good. Okay, so let's go back to the list because this is pretty much
let's go back to about him drinking.
Attraction of the.
Oh, I stopped drinking ages ago, Brian. The fact that you don't believe that is, nothing to do with me.
Well, I only don't believe it because you're sounding shit-faced to me like you always sound.
This list is unbelievable.
Okay,
fixated on learning how to make prank calls to homes of intended victims.
I know, that's mental, isn't it?
Learning how to, you just think of a phone and make a call.
Now, if you look at points 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, they are all essentially encapsulated in point number 9. So you could eliminate points 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Learn what to. Oh, I see. So number 6 is actually a second heading.
It is, yeah. Although.
Oh my God, Brian, this is so stupid.
He said, I don't know. He says he brought it from somewhere. I don't know. He won't say where.
No, but you
want to. Somebody wants to see the.
Oh, this is very silly, Brian.
Somebody wants to see the knife that I've got that I've made. So
nobody wants to see the knife you made.
Hello, Butch.
You'll love it.
Hello, Butch.
Butch.
Butch. Hey, Butch. Are you there, Butch? You're on a mute, Butch. Sorry, if you can't speak, you can't be up here. This is a talking panel. Who's just sighed? Who can? That is not allowed. Don't roll your eyes at me.
This is the new. This is one of my newest knives.
What do you think of that, Shiva?
And what do you intend to do with that knife, Brian?
Oh, this is my carry knife.
That's your carry knife.
Okay,
you just use it for carrying, do you?
Okay, then close it up
when you have some important carrying to do, that's the knife you use.
And then this is the knife. This is what I call my walk-around knife. And the reason I call this one my walk-around knife is you've got the knife that I like to have on me.
Right.
And then
so, hang on. Can I just ask a question? I'm guessing you wouldn't do any carrying.
I'm guessing you. Small job. This is the small job.
Yeah, but I want to ask you a question about the knives, Brian. Do you use the walking knife when you're doing?
For a second, hold on.
Do you use the walking knife when you're doing any carrying, or do you only do carrying when you have the carrying knife?
I use knives often, very often.
What?
What's a carrying knife for? What's a carrying knife for?
Well, if you were man enough to understand what it was, then I would tell you the rest of the story. But since you're not man enough to know what it is, then
a carrying knife?
You wouldn't be able to understand it.
Is that like a knife you use to carry around the streets?
What is? If I said this is my carry knife, then wouldn't you think that means that when I'm out and about, this is the knife that I carry?
And is that different from when you're walking?
No, a walking knife would be like if I'm out on a walk in the woods and I want to have, and I don't have my 40 caliber 6-hour with me, then I would have a knife.
Would you carry both knives at the same time if you were walking and carrying?
No, but I have actually.
Carrying means he has a gun.
My carrying knife, they're right.
So do you have the carrying knife when you have a gun?
Yeah, absolutely. Because that's what I'm gonna. If I need to cut something.
This is hard to believe. I know because you're in England.
So can I ask, how do you use those knives in conjunction with your walker? Do you go to special self-defense classes that enable you to use your walker as a weapon? And
see, you don't understand. I live in Maine, so the walker that I have, I can go out in the woods with it. I can see. This is not like a little. Do
you do walker fu?
Do I what?
Hey, Butch.
Walker fu. It's like kung fu, but with a walker.
No, I don't have to because I have between my carry knife and my 40 caliber. There's nothing that I have to allow get close enough.
I mean, presumably, if you were to come at anyone with one of those knives, all they'd need to do is to back away very slowly.
No, actually, I wouldn't come at somebody with a knife, because there's an old saying, why take a fucking knife to a gunfight? Because if it's with that type of knife, if you're going to pull that type of knife, they're probably standing there with a gun, and you wouldn't take a knife to a gunfight.
I mean, and a gun would be easier, right? Because then you could keep one hand on the walker when you're aiming.
Butch, are you there?
Actually, it's better because I can actually support myself on the walker with my elbow, and it gives me a better rest.
Come on, back chat Butch, get up here.
And do you ever use the walker as like a clubbing weapon, like Jackie Chan would?
Butch.
Well, if I had the need, absolutely. I'd hit you with anything I had in my hand.
I mean, I think you should do a live stream where you're doing some of the walker food.
Butch.
No, I would hit you if I had a tree branch or with one of the walking knives. I can cut off a piece of a tree branch, and sit down, do a little whittling.
Do you have any throwing knives?
Absolutely.
Can show us one?
I'm not. They're too far away.
What about shuriken? Do you have any shuriken? Ninja throwing stars.
Butch, I can't keep bringing you up and not talking. I just can't keep saying your name like this.
I'm not going to answer that on the grounds that weapons like that may or may not be allowed in the state of Maine.
Right, so that you're trying to say yes, aren't you?
Oh,
because if you didn't, you would just say no.
No, absolutely, I would not say that.
Do you have any caltrops?
Any what? I've never heard of that one. I guess
caltrops.
No,
they're like 3-pronged spikes or 4-pronged spikes. No, probably 3-pronged spikes, multi-pronged spikes. And if you're being chased by, listen.
That I have, why would I need those?
Yeah, because these are cool. Listen, right? So as you're being chased by the City Watch, right? When you're being chased by the City Watch,
firearms. Why the fuck would I need these little?
Supposing they all jammed.
I don't think they're all going to jam.
Yeah, but they might. It could happen, right?
Yeah,
and then where would you be? You wouldn't have any caltrops. You wouldn't have your walking knife. Maybe your carrying knife is gone a bit floppy.
I would have my walking knife. See,
your carrying knife.
See, you're not as stupid as you thought you were.
What about? Would you ever carry your gun, your walking knife, and your carrying knife, and your maybe shuriken all at the same time? Do you have a special place on your walker for your shuriken?
You use a sugar cane as a cane, Brian?
Shuriken, Shelly.
You use a sugar cane?
Yes, absolutely. During Christmas, I'm going to use a sugar cane. Because it's a much sweeter thing to keep around. Have you yet figured out that I'm fucking with you and you look like an idiot asking these questions and so forth when I'm giving you these bullshit answers? These bullshit answers that you're just looking stupider than everybody realizes that you already are. You're looking even stupider.
More stupid? Well, listen, guys, he showed us the knives. Whether he carries them, I don't know. Probably not.
A man would not have them so close to him while he's talking if it wasn't something he was carrying, right? Wouldn't you think that I may have to run and go get it and so forth? Like, something like that. Wouldn't you think that?
Do you live in that much fear, Brian?
Do I live in fear? Oh, fuck no. Absolutely not. I don't live in
because he has knives. That's why he doesn't live in fear.
But see,
but he feels the need to keep them close. He's got two right next to him right now.
But you don't understand. You never.
Plus maybe some ninja throwing stars that he doesn't.
I'm listening, Brian. I get it. I get it. You want to be armed at all times because of the tough crowd that runs around in that city. Probably.
Yeah, and I mean,
Brian, don't, because TOS, shut it down.
No, you don't. Not the only time is if you show it.
If you're showing it, if you're showing us how to unload it and load it and break it down into pieces, then maybe that's a different thing. But it has to be starting out like that. It has to be like the topic.
But this is to show you that I don't have to go up after. Oh, you're going to go this. No, everything that I have that I'm showing you is what I carry if I get up and go to the store, that's on my person. If I get up and go to people's
house,
you take two knives when you go to the shop. That's a lot of fear, man.
Fear.
Have you considered? Yeah, fear.
Fear.
Have you considered seeing a hypnotist to get rid of your fear?
Fear. It's considered
there?
that I don't have to worry about you or any idiots like you.
I mean, you don't have to worry about me anyway, because I'm in a different fucking continent.
I know,
you
little
idiot.
faggot. There's nothing you could do anyway.
Hey, dude, if you can't talk, why do you keep trying to come up? Get out
Yeah,
of
only
here.
I can come up and not talk. So fuck off.
Yeah, get the fuck off.
What are you doing, dude, dad? Hey, dude, dad, what are you doing, buddy? Hey. That's inappropriate.
Come on, Loggins, you know better.
You know better than this. That's it. You're done for the night. Come back tomorrow.
Thank you, Pat S.
See, I'm probably one of the only people so that I can put my hands on about 7 or 8 weapons from where
that's not true.
Right now. I can put my
Who do you think I buy my drugs
off?
off?
Come on now.
Or 8 weapons.
Brian, I buy my drugs from criminals.
But you need to understand is, the one I just showed you has 17 9mm shots. The others, if you total all of them
17 9mm.
Yes.
The knife.
What's that?
The knife. The knife you just showed us.
That I just showed you, 6-hour 9mm, holds 17 rounds.
No, I think I didn't see that because I think there was something covering you.
Oh, you didn't see it? Well, Shelley got excited when I did it, so I told her I wouldn't put it back up there.
So did you? So you felt the need to show us your sidearm as well, did you?
Well, yeah, because you were asking about.
Can I ask? Can you move the camera down? There's a lot of space above your head. It looks a bit weird. Your name is covering your mouth.
Oh, that's okay. I can help you out with that.
Does it make you horny?
Oh my God! No, please move it back. Move it back.
No, you said you wanted it, so I did it for you.
So is this a karaoke panel or not?
No,
okay, no, I'll chill. Sorry.
No, this is a what
thought it was karaoke.
So can I just ask? You're not naked right now, are you?
What? Oh, absolutely I am. I'm sitting here in my boxer shorts. Why?
You're in your boxer shorts with 2 knives and a sidearm.
Absolutely. Then how else do you think I shave my legs? That made you think, didn't it?
Brian,
no,
only I
really.
can go crazy.
No, I could just see him getting a boner thinking about it.
That was funny.
So how many shuriken don't you have?
How many
shuriken?
I don't have any of that shit. If you want to see weapons, I can show you 44 Magnum Ruger. I can show you 350. I'm thinking of what I just got right beside.
Do you have a Nino Dachi?
I have no idea.
It's a Japanese pole arm.
Or I can trade in here. Hold on. You think you're getting all Harry, let's go back to the what I can reach.
Fuck, that one didn't come up the nose.
This fucking guy, man, I'm telling you, he wants to see all my toys. Since you want to see it.
I'm just wondering if you've got anything
do you like what? Do you like?
I mean, yeah, that's just another knife. That's boring. Do you have any pole arms?
I love
that's all. Do you have any pole arms?
How about maybe you like something?
I mean, how many knives do you have on your person? Is that 4
and within
now,
reach?
5?
And within reach. Come on now.
But do you have any pole arms, Brian? Pole arms are the most effective melee weapon because they've got a longer reach. If you don't have any pole arms, you're missing a trick, man. Get yourself a halberd.
All the weapons that I've showed you, why do you think that I would need one more weapon? Think about it.
Because those are all close quarters.
Close quarters? What the fuck are you talking about? Close
pole arm.
I can hit you with this fucking thing from.
Yeah, what if that malfunctions? The reason why you have the blades is in case the guns malfunction, right? So get yourself a fucking pole arm. Get a spear.
The other side of the room, I can grab you my AR-15 and I can show you
that might malfunction as well. Spears don't malfunction.
60 round.
Do you have a crossbow?
Doing that with my 6-hour 9mm.
Do you have a crossbow?
I could fuck you up from any.
Do you have a crossbow?
A crossbow? I cannot say yes or no on the grounds that may or may not be legal to hunt
he's naked
here
and
in
he's
the state of
drunk.
Maine.
I got a
What
coffee
about,
drinker.
do you have a
Yeah.
recurve longbow?
Yeah.
No, I don't have a bow. I don't have any bows.
You don't have any bows. Get yourself a spear, right? Because if all of your guns break down,
Long range.
you want a long reach melee
Yeah.
weapon
You gotta
before
watch
you're
the Hunger
forced to
Games.
use your knives.
Oh no.
Maybe a halberd. They're sexy.
Out of all of the firearms
Even a
I've got,
mop.
if all of
Even
my
a mop.
firearms jammed,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. There's a lot of other crazy shit that's going to happen in this universe that you probably don't have to worry about.
Do you have any bolas?
You're asking about all this stupid stuff. Why would I
No,
worry about
bolas. Police use bolas, don't
I
they?
showed you all of the
Don't
stuff
police use
within my
bolas?
arm's reach. See, this is why I think you're drunk, because if I showed you all this stuff within my arm's reach and you jab me this, jab me that, it's either ignorance or just a non-understanding of lethal weapons.
No, I understand the weapons that you have, but I'm asking you about other weapons. Do you know what a bola is? B-O-L-A. Do you know what one is?
Do you know what that's all about?
It's not a question of do I know, it's do I give a shit.
So you don't know what it is. I mean, it's fine if you don't know what something is, Brian. It's fine.
I said I don't know, don't give a shit. But the better question is, if I gave a shit, I would know what it is. Therefore,
right. What about a trident? Do you have any tridents?
No, I'm not big on that.
Right. Trident.
I
mean, you could pretend you're Aquaman then, if you got yourself a trident.
Am I teaching bladesmithing? Well, let's put it this way. About 3 of the blades that I've showed you are hand forged. And that's why I have the amount of knives that I have. Is a lot of these are all hand forged.
Do you have any folded steel katana?
No, but I have some real. No, never mind. I don't want to tip my hand on everything that I have in the house here because,
in case the purge happens.
As many weapons as we want, but some
Do
of
you
these
fear
weapons,
the purge, Brian?
Some of these weapons, the purge. Oh God! I watched the purge, and if there was a purge in the United States, oh God,
would you survive a purge? Do you think?
Could I survive a purge? Yes, absolutely.
How fast can you run?
Oh, I don't run. I just sit in and fucking take you out before you have to get up here.
Yeah, no, you die in a purge, mate. You die. It's fine. You die.
I got a long ass.
Can you outshoot a rocket launcher? Do you have a rocket launcher?
Ask Andrew about getting to my house.
Do you have a rocket launcher?
To my house.
Do you have a rocket launcher?
Okay, let's ask you. What weapons do you have in your house?
Oh, none.
I know, you poor little pisser boy.
Oh, you think I'm missing out on something, do you?
Well, I mean, how are you going to protect your husband? Or is your husband going to protect? How does that work? Is he your wife, your husband? How does that work in your family?
How do you think it works?
Are you the bitch, or is he the man?
So is your wife a bitch? Or are you the bitch in your marriage?
No, I'm absolutely. I am the masculine.
Well, then why do you think one of us is a bitch?
Are you the masculine? Are you known as the wife?
The wife. Are you known as the idiot?
Are you known as his wife?
When your wife introduces you, does she introduce you as her better half-wit?
Understand
she says, "Hi, this is Brian. He's my better half-wit."
No, she says, "Hi, this is my husband, Brian." How does your husband introduce you? Does he introduce you as, "Hi, this is my wife," or does he say, "This is my husband"? What is it you consider yourself, a male or female?
That's 2 different questions.
Okay, are you the dom?
Which question are you asking me?
Are you the dom?
What he says, or what I consider myself?
Are you the dom or the femme in the relationship?
What makes you think that has to be how it is?
He's just asking questions.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I'm just kind of wondering, like, what makes you think that's what gay relationships are like?
Or no, are you the dom or the femme? Say yes, I am. No, I'm not. What's
all right? But they don't apply.
Okay, are you the bottom or are you the top?
That's none of your business.
That's not. You can't know.
That's a pretty common question.
Really? Should we start talking about the sex positions that you adopt?
No, I'm
No, well, then we won't talk about the
bottom
sex
or
positions
top.
that I adopt
Basically, tell
either.
me, are you the one? Are you the giver or the acceptor?
Why do you want to know? Are you interested? Are you a bit keen, Brian?
Curious.
Are you a bit bi-curious?
No, because you always refer to your man as your husband. So my curiosity is, okay, if he is your husband, then does that make you a husband also, or are you his wife? That's all I'm asking.
That's a fair question, I guess, kind of.
Is it, what makes you think we're married?
Okay, are you his girlfriend?
I'm his other half.
Not sure, Robert. Not sure, Robert, but I am.
See, that's why a lot of people say, are you bottom or top?
So, Joe.
Well, that's none of your business because you're asking me about the right sex.
Brian, it's not a gotcha.
Brian, do you give your wife tongue?
Why
do you go down on your wife, Brian?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, no.
Well, this is the kind of conversation he wants to have, Shelley.
My wife, absolutely.
Well, why is he asking me about my sex life? That's weird and creepy, Brian.
I'm not asking you about your sex life.
You are. You're being fucking weird and creepy. Stop it.
No, you don't seem to know whether or not you would be the male or the female in the relationship.
I'm telling.
So
hang on. That's a nonsensical question. The question makes no sense.
As to what are you? Are you the feminine?
The question makes no sense, Brian.
Are you the feminine?
The question makes no sense.
Oh my!
Before we go further, I do have a list.
You don't know what you are, then, is basically what you're saying.
No, I'm saying that your question is so stupid. It literally doesn't make any sense.
Oh my God!
It's very heavy laden, to be honest.
I'm going to assume, just because after as many times as I've talked to you, I'm going to assume that you're the feminine.
I think he can't wrap his head around the fact that he's a man and I'm a man and we're both men.
No, all I'm saying is,
Brian, I have a list, and I want you
That's a nice paint job.
I am assuming that you're the feminine.
Is that how you think gay relationships work?
That's how I think your relationship works. Yes.
Really? Why?
Yeah, I think you are the feminine in that relationship. Is
that how you think gay relationships work? Did you think all gay relationships are like that?
Am I wrong? Are you?
I mean, you're about as wrong as you possibly could be.
No wonder
Yes.
you and your husband haven't gotten married yet. You
call
him your husband, but it's not your husband. You don't know whether or not you're the man or he's the man or you're the woman. No fucking wonder you can't keep a relationship going. Holy shit.
No wonder I can't keep the relationship going. What, like 20 odd years isn't fucking long enough for you?
The last fucking time you and him were fighting, and
it was 3 quarters.
Shit. Holy fuck.
When was the last time? When was the last fight that we had?
You were fighting just recently.
Were we? What about?
I'm getting off from YouTube because it's YouTube.
What are we about?
And you
what were we fighting about? And you think that was because I was fighting with David?
Yes. David? Okay, so he has a male name. And I don't know your name.
Yeah, he's a man.
Do you have a male name?
David, what did I do? Why are you saying that?
Oh my God, Brian, how stupid are you?
Do you have a man? Is your name?
All right, guys, we're going to stop this. I'm throwing in the pink shoe.
I'm also a man, Brian. We're both men.
Okay, can I have everyone's attention, please? Can I have everyone's attention? I have a list. This is a community penalty list. Community penalties. If you do these things, you have to pay
people the question first before we
Brian, put it on a mute. Put it on a mute, Brian. Brian, I'm muting you because I'm talking. So you will be giving the person who is committing the quote crime your Cash App, and they will pay you this money if they do violate one of these community penalties. Here they are. Doxxing of any kind is $500. That's the penalty for that. Porn bombing, $300. Rage quitting, $50. Restraining, $250. Bullying, $100. And false accusations, $100. If you guys can think of some more, I'd be happy to put them on here. And also,
And
put
how
them in a
would you
formal-
enforce
Shelly,
this?
can you keep that up for a minute? I'm just gonna
How would you enforce this, Shelly? Like, would you take
It's
it to
called the
court?
honor system. It's called taking accountability for
Right.
your own words and go, okay, you know
Well,
what? I did dox. I owe that person
In
$500.
that case,
$300 for
I'm just going to say I don't agree to abide by these community penalties under any circumstances whatsoever.
Okay, well,
quitting.
if you have suggestions, like I said, Shiva,
I got $0.
you
on
are
rage
welcome
quitting.
to contribute to this.
Restreaming. Nope, never done restreaming. 0. Bullying.
Okay?
Oh shit.
It starts from here. Like this is the reset.
Bullying. Yeah, it could probably be around.
Okay, it goes on from here
roughly.
to infinity.
But this is just a waste of time, Shelley, because it's unenforceable.
Accusations. No, don't do that. It's just a 0.
How are you going to enforce this? How are you going to say get Andrew to pay you $250 if he restreams you?
30. I'm only at $3,600. I'm good. Fuck that
Jason,
shit. I'm only at $3,600.
Jason, I'm trying to. Jason, and why is Jason so loud?
It's okay. It's okay.
Why is he so loud?
I'm only at 3,600. Chillax.
Like, how will you say if Andrew restreams you? How are you going to enforce the $250 fine?
I'm going to request it.
Okay.
And what if he says no?
Well, then I'm going to put it on a blast that he did not pay up according to the said community penalties.
Which he hasn't agreed to.
That is correct. He hasn't agreed to it, but it's important for him to adhere to it.
Why?
Wow,
because they make
really
sense.
But you don't have any authority, Shelley. So how are you going to enforce it?
It's a self-appointed authority.
which no one's going to recognize.
Well, we'll see. And
I don't recognize it. If you come to me with a bill, I'm going to give you the middle finger. I'm just telling you now.
What the fuck? It's right in the middle of the stream.
Yeah,
that's what it
official.
is.
It's right
I
there.
owe $3,600.
You don't have to be negative.
You're not going to get it, but I
don't recognize.
Who determines whether? Who determines whether?
You rewind. If you had to go through that for every penalty up there, how much do you think you would owe? I calculated mine. I was at $3,600.
Oh, none, because I'm not agreeing to any of this.
So you agree to?
Like, how do you determine? For instance, why is
you agree to false accusations? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying I just don't agree to your system of fines.
Shiva, don't do them, and you won't have to pay up. That's the.
But I won't ever have to pay up, Shelley.
Oh, you're gonna pay up.
No, I'm not.
Pay up or
I like chocolate. Otherwise, sometimes I will take butterscotch. But usually,
no one's ever going to pay up, Shelley. You do know this. This is another cock.
You're a rubbish cock. I think it's great. I mean, I think it can be.
I mean, okay.
Listen,
I think you need to have a much nicer presentation than that for a start.
I just did it like 5 minutes ago.
Like, knock something together in Photoshop or something, man.
Come on, Shiva, you gotta admit, you've seen the pencil marks. They were deeply pushed into the paper. Like,
okay, Shiva, do you wear panties or boxers? Can you answer that?
Brian,
can I answer it?
He can.
Why are you so interested in such prurient matters, Brian?
I'm just curious. It's just, because
you're curious about my sex life and my underwear. That's a bit weird.
No, just you act like such a bitch. I'm just wondering if the reason
that's a bit weird.
Is because you're the femme in the relationship, and therefore you
always. Oh, you're back to this. You think there has to be a femme?
I think he's mistaken.
Why do you think there has to be a femme?
Well, I'm trying to come up with some reason why you're the little bitch that you are.
Brian,
maybe if you're the femme in the relationship, then I can have a better understanding.
Brian,
do you think homophobia is a good look for you, Brian? Is this a strong look for you?
Good, Brian.
How is it when I want to see? If I was homophobic, I wouldn't give a shit.
It's a start over. It's a reset.
Curious
you're not homophobic.
I'll
tell you why you're homophobic. Because you think that in gay relationships. Listen. Hey, old man, listen.
Does anybody understand this list? That's the main culprit right here, is how ridiculous this list is. Regardless of what kind of panties anybody wears, or none at all. This
Now, I'm
list is
showing you
insane.
how ridiculous it is compared to a list as far as geez, he won't even say what sex he is.
So would that go
I'm
into making
male,
it possible to
Brian.
determine if
I
they're
love
on
it.
any sex
I'm
offender?
male.
But do you identify as a male in the relationship?
The question is meaningless. I'm a man. He's a man. We're both men. How can we identify as anything other than what we are?
Brian, stop.
I love it.
Brian.
Do you identify as a man, or are you a
Absolutely.
man?
Absolutely, I
Alexander,
am the
you
man.
need
My
your,
wife absolutely
No,
knows.
I mean, neither of
I
us need to
absolutely know my
identify
wife
as
is
men.
one.
God, the mics are out of
We don't
control.
need to identify as men. We are men. That's it.
Yeah, and
Right,
men.
mate.
Yeah,
Alexander,
and most
you
men will say,
Brian,
"Yes, I'm the man. I'm the
Brian,
man."
stop. Brian,
Yeah.
I'm just
He's a man. I'm a man.
stop. I'm speaking.
Why can't you
Alexander,
understand this?
Shiva, shut up.
because I just like fucking with
Okay,
shit.
that's it. Everybody's stopping right now. Alexander, you must connect your device. All right, guys, can you do some regular bantering? Because this is just getting out of control. It's just kind of
No,
a
you've
bad look on people who are homosexual.
You've got a creepy, weird fucking nut job on your panel.
Oh God!
Is that
He
right?
keeps bringing it for some bizarre reason back to my sex life, which I really don't understand.
We're not throwing that at me, so I feel a little better, man. Okay.
Alexander, what's up?
What's up, Alexander?
Oh
Mate.
God! I'd be nervous.
I
Keep
appreciate
in mind,
that.
if you porn bomb me, you owe me $500. I'll give you my cash.
Oh,
straight
no,
away, mate.
I'm on you. Where's Brian? Where is he?
Good to see Alex.
Where's Brian?
Brian, are you saying Brian?
Yeah, Brian.
Brian is
problem,
above,
Brian?
is above you, Brian.
Brian, what is your problem?
Listen to
problem?
Brian.
I have no
Yeah.
problem. I don't have any problem.
Oh, I think you've got a problem, Brian.
No, I don't got a problem.
I think you've got a problem towards Shiva.
Do I
Yes,
have a
I am
problem
a
with
leader.
him? Yeah, I dislike him. I dislike him. He's just shitty drunk who comes to panel, fucking shit faced, and
Shut up,
I just
you
love to give him a
damn-
hard time when he's shit.
But wait, whoa. But Brian, I do the same. I
Where's
come to
the
panel
proof
shit
He's
face,
just pretty drunk.
Yeah.
Where's the proof for that?
but
Yeah, but you don't. Yeah, but you don't try to act better than thou. You don't have that
Where's
act
your
better
proof?
than thou attitude. She
yeah,
becomes the
I
panel.
just like getting
Thinks
picked
he's
on.
better than
Brian, do you
everybody
take
else.
drugs? Do
What's
you
that?
take drugs? Do you
Do I
take
take
drugs?
drugs?
Yeah.
What type of drugs are you talking about?
Any drugs? Do you take drugs?
I take drugs that my doctor tells me I need to take, and that's the only.
So
drug
you're a
that I-
That's a
junkie.
good question.
So,
So
yeah,
you're a junkie as well.
if my
So
doctor
you
has made
You
me a
drink
junkie,
alcohol, don't you?
Good
Brian?
enough question to violate HIPAA.
Yeah,
You
don't.
let everybody else.
Not
take
if he's
drugs.
volunteering the information himself, Shelley.
He was asking it.
You take drugs, Brian. Like everybody else, you take drugs.
I take
I think
prescribed.
what it is that Brian is still upset that I can run rings around him even when I'm shit-faced.
Oh God!
Jason
I
agreeing
can
with
remember
him.
when you were so pissed at me that you
No,
were
but it's
screaming at the
Brian's not
top of
answered
your
that
lungs.
question. If he takes drugs,
Screaming. What's that?
you've not answered that question. Do you take drugs?
Can someone translate for this guy? Because
Do
I've
you
said
take
I've
drugs?
answered
he's
twice.
asking
Do you
if you
smoke
take
meth?
drugs.
I've answered twice to him. Could someone translate to this fucking guy?
Do you
don't
drink
do your line of
alcohol,
questioning
Brian?
right, Alexander. You're supposed to ask questions he's going to answer yes to, and then you get to the harder ones. Ugh.
He's asked if I take drugs, and I said I take prescribed medicine from my
Mhm.
doctor.
Right.
And that's
So
all I
you
take.
take
So
drugs.
that is my
Do you
answer.
take drugs?
Yeah,
Do
but do
take
you
drugs,
misuse those
Alexander?
drugs,
Do
Brian?
you take drugs?
Do you misuse those drugs?
No, because I'd die if I did, so I can't.
See, there you go, guys. He's loyal to what he's supposed to do in his life. Okay, Alexander, do you take
My-
drugs?
My doctor, my
Yes,
wife
I do.
puts my
I take
pills
drugs.
out,
None
and
of
I
your
take only
business.
what my wife puts out.
Do you take Viagra?
No,
No, I don't need Viagra.
No, him, Brian.
no, I don't have to. If I had a hard time getting it up, Oh fuck yeah, I'd take Viagra.
Is that because you don't have sex anymore, Brian?
Have you seen my wife? My God, of course I'd use Viagra.
I think it's a great drug. I mean, I've taken it.
Oh, fuck you.
I haven't taken it, but from what I've heard from other people, if I needed to, absolutely.
Yeah, Izzy's giving out boners, guys.
If your wife ever wanted to sleep with you again.
My wife, I wanted. My
How's
wife
she
and I have
been to sleep with you again,
Thanks for the
Brian?
boner.
What's that? What's that?
Thanks for the boner.
You've seen how my wife and I interact. Don't we have a loving relationship?
Oh yeah.
When you saw us at the
Does
hospital.
she peg you, Brian? If we're
No.
going to discuss my sex life, I think we should be equally as
Oh, I
free to
have no
discuss yours,
problems.
right?
Problem at all talking
No,
about my
she's a
sex.
sweetheart. Let's not bring
What-
her into it. Let's not
what-
bring David into it and
What
whatever
is
I
it
have
you'd
going
like to
on.
know?
Do you get pegged?
What the fuck? What is that? What do you mean?
Like, pecking. Pecked.
No, pegged.
I don't answer a
P-E-G-G-E-D.
question without it being
Oh,
He's a
explained.
tiger.
I don't answer a question without it being explained. Because if you say
Pegging
yes,
is when
then you're
is
gonna go
when
ahead
a woman
and- oh,
puts
well,
a,
no,
a
they're gonna turn it around on the next panel.
okay, yeah. So a pegging is when a woman puts a strap on dick on and then fucks you up the ass with it.
No, that's more of a thing that you would like. I'm not into that.
But
I'm
what if your
assuming,
wife wanted to
you're
do
the
that?
female, so that's why I'm saying that.
What if your wife wanted to do that? What if
Nah,
your wife
not into
wanted
that.
to peg you? Would you
It's
let her?
not, listen,
No,
Brian,
not
when
into
it comes to homosexuality, it's not
That's a
all
good
about,
fucking question.
excuse me, it's not all about,
I had to think
getting
about
down
that.
and doing it and stuff. And it's about romance. It's about loving each other and
Yeah,
conversation.
yeah.
I don't get what all this other shit
It's
going
about-
on that people are going on.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right, Shelley. It's about experimentation and exploring with the one you love, isn't it?
My wife and I explore a lot. Believe me.
I mean, I was going to say when David wants to fuck me up the ass, I'm quite
When
happy to
he
let him
hasn't
because I
fucked you
love
yet?
him.
He hasn't
When
fucked
wants
you yet.
to, he can either
And
say
how long
yes
have you
or
been
no.
together and he hasn't fucked you yet?
Oh
You
my
think
God,
I haven't
Brian.
fucked me yet?
That must fucking bug the shit out of you. You've
Like
been
it's
together
think
how
he
long
hasn't?
and he hasn't fucked you yet?
Do you think I'm a virgin, Brian?
That must irritate the fuck out of you.
Do you think I'm a virgin? David's laughing in the background. He can hear my half of this conversation.
Hi, David. Hi.
But yeah, do you think I'm a
Tell
virgin?
Anarchic Chick said hi. See if he knows me.
No, I
Shelley
think-
says
I think you're. Oh no, because you told me about how you were fucked by.
Wait.
Who was it that fucked you when you were 5 years old?
No, I wasn't fucked when I was 5 years old. Maybe you're confusing me with somebody else.
No, somebody
said that?
fucked you.
Brian, did
You
you
told me
just say
somebody
that?
fucked you when you were 5 years old. You were raped when you were
Brian,
5
I'm gonna
years
have
old.
to drop you. I'm
No,
so sorry.
Oh,
nobody did that when I was 5. I think
No,
you're
that's not
confusing me
appropriate.
with somebody else.
I think you're confusing.
Jesus
Brian, come
Christ.
back another day. You get so triggered.
I think that was
Right,
going into
right,
another
yeah.
dimension there.
It's
That
so hard
was
to be friends.
way beyond.
All his energy.
Yes,
I
I took
can't
Viagra.
chase
So
in you,
what?
fucker.
So what?
Frick, I love this shit.
Yeah, cack's like.
Okay. Look, I get it. You guys were going at him and all, but that's going too low to talk about things like that. That's it's inappropriate.
Oh, Shelley, you
I
never
had to let
started
him
that.
go.
Earlier.
Brian started it.
Salty what?
Brian started the conversation, Shelley.
I know, and I can't control that, but I
People was
can.
only responding to what Brian was
Oh,
saying.
I can control certain things. Brian, stop. That's not appropriate.
Brian is
Again, I think he's confusing me with somebody else. Like his memory must be really bad. Because
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and Brian was asking me if I'm on drugs.
Could be worse.
Enough said.
Oh my gosh, y'all. This went south. Down south. So the list we've discovered is shit, and my list is great. And I really hope that look, you guys you can make a copy of it. It's on the stream. like, share, and subscribe. And maybe it will prevent, it's more like a preventative list, prevent people from doing the nefarious things, because it's still being done. And that's not what a community does. People get it. Brian?
Shelley.
Yes,
What,
Alexander.
what do you
What
mean by
community?
share?
Yeah, I was going to say, what community are you talking about?
No, but share.
The community
What-
we see here.
So I can share this with somebody.
Yeah, of course.
Will you put a strike on it?
Yeah, we can shake on it. Virtual
No,
shake.
a strike.
It's
we just
fake.
strike
No, it's real. I'll put out a good one that's typed up and everything.
Oh,
I may
Shiva,
look, you know.
Shiva, you're more polite than me. Shiva,
Sorry. What are you talking about? I was paying attention to something else.
you said
Were you paying
share-
attention to
share
significant
this.
other?
So does that mean she can put a strike on it if somebody shares it? This
No, it's called you share. You can share any video. That's why there's a share button.
yeah, you can share the live stream.
Hi, Jason. Yeah, you can share it. You get it?
Right.
That's how people
Yeah.
like get noticed and stuff.
So you
They're
won't
like,
put
"Hey."
a community strike on it, Shiva.
I wish I
Um,
knew.
no, I think you might be talking about two different things. Like sharing as a function that is just available on every page. You can just click share, and then there are several platforms you can share it to. That's not the same as restreaming.
Yeah, you're projecting.
You're too polite, Shiva. I'm just a wee diddy for fucking Scotland. Shiva's polite.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm all slang talking.
Well, that's not on the list, so that's okay.
Well, hey, happy days.
The N word's not even on there.
No, look at the N word.
Neither's the F dot. That's not on there. You know, I haven't deemed that as being a deal breaker when it comes to, you wouldn't be able to pay everybody in the chat. You know what I mean? But you guys keep breaking these rules, and seriously, people are going to start speaking out. And
So remind me, Shelley, what happens if we break the rules? Because I'm just here. I don't know the rules. What happens if we break the rules?
if you
Oh,
break
nothing
the rules,
happens apart from
the mafia
entertainment
is going to
for
come
everyone
after
else watching.
the
I
YouTube
need to pay money.
mafia.
Shelley,
The YouTube mafia. Oh my god, who's the YouTube mafia? Don't tell me that's Rebel. I mean, I know he looks a bit like a mafiosi,
YouTube
but he
mafia.
isn't one.
Mafioso.
He isn't one.
Rebel.
He's not part of it. It's a secret club, kind of like the UPK. But it's really not.
Are you in the YouTube mafia?
Unpopular kids.
I'm the queen.
You're the queen of the YouTube mafia.
Yeah, the queen. I'm both.
You're both.
Yeah, it's a shared gender thing.
Right. Okay. Nice. That
Right,
will
I get
confuse
that.
Brian.
So what happens if we break your rules, Shelley? What
What
happens?
happens is that you ask the person's Cash App and you send them some money, and I'll show you how much.
What? You fucking kidding me?
There you go.
No,
Doxxing,
she's not.
$500. Form bombing, $300. Rage quitting, $50. Restreaming,
Form bombing.
$100. False accusations, $100.
Form bombing.
So, and it starts today, from right now.
Shelley, you're quite expensive, aren't you?
Yeah, well, maybe people won't do it then.
$500 for doxing.
Yeah, it's gonna really take a toll on the trolls. I know that, and I'm sorry to do it to you, trolls. I am. I feel for you. I do. Look at Shiva. He's like shaking his head.
We've all got to be in our best behaviour, Shelley. Is that what you're saying?
I would like that. Yeah.
Well,
But, you know, it's hard
see you later, Shira.
It's hard to when you're influenced by people who do those things, Alexander, and I think that you might be. Is that true?
Say that again.
Do people have influence over you with whom violate those?
Certainly not. No, certainly not.
Okay. So you pretty much are individual. You stand on your own.
Yes, definitely.
Exactly. And you know right and wrong and all that. And Shiva, I mean, if you agree that any of those are like okay, you can let me know now.
Oh, I'm not agreeing that any of those are okay. I'm just also not agreeing to any of your fines.
And I don't agree either.
What should they be then? What should they be?
Non-existent.
Non-existent, exactly.
So then
Because I don't recognize any
stop?
authority that you think you
Okay,
have.
you know what though? How about Shelly? How about this? Let me teach you guys how to talk. You could be like, "Hey, Shelly, that's a great idea. I know that." No, Alexander, stop. And I know that you're trying to. You know, Alexander, stop. Stop, Alexander. Hold on a second. Just no, Alexander. So he could say, you know, I know you're really trying to make a difference in this community. You're really trying to get things back to, you know, like normalcy or somewhat, but people aren't going to pay. Like you can do that instead of, I don't agree with that. I don't co-sign for that. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Really?
Oh, but Shelley,
do you want me to pretend?
Nobody's going to pay you $500 fucking dollars for doxing.
Oh yeah, that's all you got. That's all you got, Alexander. That's all you got, man. That's all you got.
Get real, Shelley. Nobody's going to pay
you $500. That's the most salient point.
That's all y'all got, those to criticize it. How about, okay, make a suggestion.
But it's not a good idea. It's a bad idea.
Then do you have a better idea? I don't see you pulling one out of your ass.
Abandon authority.
Right. Exactly. Ban authority check. And I have.
No, that's not what I said. And you know it.
I know I do.
Like, look, don't try to assert authority over people, and don't allow people to project authority onto you. I think that's the healthiest relationship to have.
An anarchist believes in no rulers. So.
Yeah, and you're trying to apply rules in a context where nobody is going to buy into them, and you know that nobody is going to buy into them.
Nobody's going to buy into that, Shelley. Come on, fuck, Shelley. Do you need money?
No.
Well, why are you coming out with these shitty rules for?
You don't get the moral of the story. You just don't fucking get it. I just can't help you guys. Sorry.
This is the internet, Shelley. It's free for all.
It's not normal.
If you want to drop somebody, fucking drop me.
I didn't say.
You know what's not normal, Shelley? Wanting to institute a set of voluntary fines. That's not normal.
It's not normal that we keep putting up with it. Thanks, your mom. It's just not normal. We keep putting up with it. And you have an influence on this community and you don't say anything. What do you say about...
That's not... Hey, what do you mean I don't say anything?
What do you say about Andy's last stream about me? What do you say about that? Come on, they're restreaming. Everybody's fucking watching. Exactly.
Right, well, okay. I haven't seen Andrew's last stream. What stream? The one that today?
The one you did on me, yeah.
Right, well, I haven't watched it, so I don't have an opinion on it.
I've not watched it. I've been in a pub all day.
Do you want me to give you an ill-informed opinion?
Fucking cocksuckers.
I mean, I'm guessing it wasn't a very pleasant stream.
That's a cop-out.
What do you mean it's a cop-out? I haven't seen the fucking stream. How can I have an opinion on something I haven't seen?
Exactly.
Hang on, I need to let the cat in.
Blinded to the internet and where nobody talks about anything.
No, I've got a fucking life. I've got shit to do.
Well, you know, I can't help that.
Wait a minute. Shelley, what time is it over where you live? What time is it at this moment in time? What time?
7:52 p.m. What time is it there in Australia?
Fucking Australia?
England, Scotland.
Scotland, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
It's 52 minutes past midnight.
5 hours. Because I'm on the east side. Okay. In Scotland. You're like the only person I know who lives there, and GD used to live there. So I thought I knew that you lived there, but I wasn't 100% sure. And I'm still trying to get used to the accent. So the more like that you hang around us, unfortunately, your accent will change. But the more I hang around you, my accent will change too. You get it?
And on
No.
that note,
Okay. Well, you guys just don't live like where you move to a different, part of the world. And
Shelley, you have to understand that in the UK, accents change. Accents can change from valley to valley. It's stupid the number of accents there are in the UK. It's ridiculous.
dialect.
No accents. Anyway, I'm going to take this opportunity to say bye. This has been wildly entertaining as ever.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brian was a hoot, wasn't he?
Say hi to David for me and tell him don't worry about what Ryan said.
I don't think he gives two wet shits about anything that Brian says.
Brian, I know he can banter without, he went too low. He did.
Anyway, I'll see you guys later.
Okay.
Shelley.
Yeah.
I'm going to porn bomb you.
No, don't.
I'm kidding you on.
No, don't.
I'm Shelley. I'm kidding
I'll
you
remove
on.
you.
I'm kidding you on.
Bye. I'm not going to take that as a joke. Especially since, he's going to go over to other sides of I don't know, never mind. These hoes ain't loyal. Mm-mm. Well, Booty Wart, you missed the whole show. I put up a list of the different fines to pay if people violate rules, which are normal human basic rules. Yeah, it's been a long time. And if you're who I think you are, then I was in your chat one day and I don't know if you saw me or not. Team Trash Bag. You guys can't forget that, can you? That's how you know you're an old timer, if you remember the trash bag skit. That was fantastic. Alexander, well, thank you for kidding me. I'm kidding you on. Oh, you saw me. Yeah, right. See there? Told you. Where does the money go? It goes in your pocket, Booty Wart. Because you were violated, so you get money as a pain and suffering fee. Here they are. All right. So it starts now. It's not, retroactive or anything. Yeah. All right, guys. That's the end of this show. That concludes it. Yeah, that was funny, Robert. Remember that? I still got that somewhere too. So thanks for being here, guys. It was really fun. And yes, I want the money, all of it. All of the money in the world. I'll take it. You want the money. No, Alexander, now I see what you're saying. No, it's not about sending me the money. It's about sending the person you violated the money. And if you don't send the money, then you owe me $50. But then you would rather pay $50 than pay $500. So, but you wouldn't want to pay me. So you'd probably just rather pay the $500. Till we see you again. Take care, Robert. How much did you make in fines and penalties? It's just starting now, Vital. It's just starting. You guys know the Cash App. So easy. Anarchic Chick. That's it. Bam. Good night. Thank you for being here. let's do this again someday. And yeah, be good to each other or you're going to pay up. Save your money. Be nice. Breaking the law. Breaking the law.